Thanks for joining and thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm doing a video on the messages that I've gotten from the Divine Feminine, okay? And I've gotten so many since the lunar eclipse. I've gotten so many. It's hard to even talk about. And it's not messages as in like, oh, it comes to you in through speech or through a dream. No, it's through the feeling. It's through the Akashic records. It's the portals inside of my body opening up. Okay, and I just feel so damn good. Do you understand? I mean, it's the best time right now to be a feminine, because what I'm about to tell you, feminine, black women, goddesses, divine, so many names for the beauty of it all. Okay. So basically, the downloads that I've gotten from the sun, from my feelings, from the Akashic records, were basically arm yourself, women. Arm yourself with love. Armor yourself with integrity. Armor yourself with realness. Okay, take off that fake shit. Okay, take off the fake shit. Okay, it's time to be naked, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Okay, this is the best time right now while this heat wave is going on. This heat wave is cleansing off all of the toxins on the earth right now, making way for the goddess. Do you understand? Because the goddess, the one and only, which is, in my opinion, all of the goddesses that you hear about are different chakras. So you've got the fire, you've got the water, you've got the elements, you've got the air, you've got the grass, the leafy. Those are chakras, in my opinion. So each different woman is a goddess of something. A goddess of air, a goddess of earth, a goddess of da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Or a goddess of basically internal healing. And what I'm seeing is that it is time to arm yourself with love for yourself, compassion, with sweet aromas around you that are real and natural, not perfumic in nature, not alcoholic in nature or acidic, but sweet essential oils. Okay? This is the time to groom yourself, because as goddesses, you know, as women, you know that most of the time you don't even get dressed up for other people. It's for yourself. Why? Why? Because internally and inside, you know that the way you dress is a part of a divine feminine femininity that is ancient. Okay? The art of femininity, the art of balance, the art of nurturing nature, uh, divine timing, divine love. Okay? Now that we see all of the chaos going on, all of the chaos because of the patriarchal system, and what the goddess is saying is that that will be overthrown. And I'm not saying that myself. I'm saying that from my conscience, that I just now am untapping and still haven't untapped the whole thing. That's why it's getting hotter, because the more it gets hotter, the more consciousness you're aware of, the more power you're aware of, the more chakras you open, the more the merrier. I'm telling you. And what this means for the divine masculine is that if the divine masculine does not protect the divine feminine, if the divine masculine does not overthrow those who dare to defy her or disrespect her in any kind of way, then consequences are severe. Because it's like women like Cynthia G, women like other black women who have came out and said, black men, stop disrespecting us. And then black men, of course, are going to turn around and say, you stop disrespecting us. You're the main ones disrespecting us. You're the main ones swirling. You're the main one. Da, 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 da. Because a black man's job is not to really listen all the time. Sometimes it's to exert. It's to exert his masculinity. And feminines are to exert their femininity, their nurturing side. So when you hear a black man saying, oh, she nagging, that's because internally he knows she's right. Internally he knows she is right and cannot accept that. Cannot accept anybody telling him what to do. And even if it's in a positive way, he cannot take constructive criticism, depending on the man. Depending on the man. And the divine feminine, the divine goddess, is telling me that this way of living, this nurturing, this blooming, this joy, this heat, this love, this is here to stay. No way are we going back to the old world, the old realm, the old way of thinking. No way, no way. You've got too many feminine voices that have been dimmed. Their lights have been dimmed compared to their counterparts. Okay? Compared to their counterparts. Okay? And what I'm saying is, we are not here. We are not here. Hold on, let me give this Mr. a bottle. Here, hold it. Hold it. We are not here to basically be your plaything, your play toy. We are the mothers. We are the portals. We brought you in here. Our body let us bring you in here. You could have been miscarried. You could have been anything. Because when the woman is in touch with her higher self, she can bring anything she wants into the world. Prophecy. Or she can bring a thug. She can bring a legacy. Or she can bring a hood rat. Okay? Depending on her mentality. That's why the goddess is saying, now is the time for you to take back your glory. Your glory is with knowing who you are. Not depending on TV or media to paint you as, oh, you're just this or you're just that. That's no longer acceptable on your part as a divine goddess, as a divine feminine, as the divine woman. It is no longer acceptable. You have to take back your glory. You can't just cry all the time when you see a man. When you were little kids, when we were little kids, and little boys would take our dolls, and we would sit there and cry because we felt powerless to the divine masculine. But in history, it shows that we are not powerless, that we are abundant, that we are creators, creating. So, divine feminine, what do you want? Do you want to be under a man's feet, or do you want him to be at the power of your power? Because do you know, just by tapping into yourself, that you can hypnotize a man to instinctively do what you need him to do, not in a manipulative way, not in a mischievous way, but naturally through your force field. But you can't do it when your force field is all whack. You can't do that. You can't do it. That's what I'm saying. The divine goddess is saying, arm yourself with love for yourself, with love for who you are. And all of the things that these men are saying and putting upon you, that is all hatred. Because they think that they are above you when it's the other way around. Who? 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 I'm just going to speak it like it is. I'm probably going to have some comments talk about shut up and all this stuff from men. Because those are usually the ones. Or maybe a couple of feminine that think that they have to side with a man on everything just to get a man to accept and give her a little bit of worthiness. Because I've seen so many women on YouTube, on the media, on the internet, talking about, oh, yeah, black women need to stop with all this ghetto stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Basically empowering him so that he'll look at you like, we need more of you in our community. I've seen so many of those type of women just to get some kind of attention. But the divine goddess is saying, if you're going to go that route, you're not only going to side with him, you're going to become more masculine. You're going to also have resentment for not speaking your true self, for not speaking your true identity. How you feel on the inside, how you feel every day. Your voice counts. Not only these men who think that you're nothing, that think that you're underneath them when you're above them. Okay? You are along the line of lineage of greatness. Harness that power. Harness that entity that is you. Ultimately, your higher self. Harness that. You can't harness it if you're around here putting on other people's hair. You can't harness it if you're around here tricking for $1. You can't harness it if you're out here having sex for a hamburger. You can't harness it if you're out here fighting another bitch looking ratchet as hell. You can't harness that power. The power is in you, but if you diminish it more and more just to get some attention, just to show that you're the baddest bitch, what have that caused you? More anger, more anguish, more pain? Because you know that no matter how hard you try as a woman in society, nobody looks at you like you deserve shit. They look at you as if all you're supposed to do is scrub their fucking underwear, or fucking cook their dinner every night, or fucking be something that they seen on a 50s movie, or a 30s movie at that. Hello, are you getting the picture yet? Are you arming yourself? Are you sweeping yourself off your feet? Looking at yourself every day like you are the bomb? Because you already are with your hair and everything. With this nappy hair, I love it. And I won't let anybody tell me anything. Because these standards that we have here today are falsified. They're not real. So you're letting your man basically tell you how to dress, how to look, how to be, how to feel, when he calls you nappy-headed, or when he calls you a gorilla. When you can basically just turn around and call him the same thing. Okay? But as women, we don't have to stoop to that level anymore. We've said our piece, and if they don't wanna take what they can take, then they don't need any of it. And then they will be lost with the rest of the sheep, and that's fine. Because if I remember correctly, Black women were the first on the planet. And that's just what the goddess is telling me. Okay? You want to call it Adam and Eve? Oh, really? Oh, really? Last thing I knew, Adam couldn't bear a damn child. He couldn't take as much pain as a woman did bearing a child. Do you know that nobody can bear that pain? Only a woman. 50 something hurts of pain. Get electrocuted with that kind of hurts. You will die instantly. So don't tell me. I'm not saying that the black woman is God. I'm saying she's the goddess. And I'm saying that she has the right to claim who she is, her power, and not have people hating on her. Because that's all I see. The black woman ain't a goddess. But the men now, they don't know anything. They don't know crap. Okay, they don't know about the goddesses worshipped before they worship this so-called patriarchal man. They didn't know the goddesses that were worshipped in temples and were so beautiful because they loved themselves and they radiated that power instantly all day long. There was no shame in their game. There was no sadness. There was no powerlessness. They were women of substance, women of humility, and women of fire. Do you understand? So if you can't take the heat that's going on now, you might want to figure it out. Because it's going to be burning up, baby. Burning up. Miss Vina from across the way. Catch you later.